Hello. A common thing you may be asked to do on a quiz or an exam is to show a calculation and show you how you convert from one unit to another. Another common thing you may be asked to do is to show a chemical equation for a reaction. And if you're not familiar how to do that in Microsoft Word, that can be a somewhat daunting task. So I wanted to give you a couple examples of how you can do that in Microsoft Word if you wanted to take this approach instead of taking a picture and then pasting that in Microsoft Word. So I have two examples here, and I'm going to show you how I build these examples. So in this first example, I've got a simple dimensional analysis problem or simple unit conversion problem where we're using the molecular weight of sodium chloride, which is 58.44 grams per mole, and we're going to use that to convert from a number in moles to a number, from a mass in grams to a number in moles. Okay, and to do this, we need to use Microsoft's equation editor. So I'm going to show you how I built this. So we're going to, up in the top left here in this bar, we have insert. And then if we kind of scroll all the way over to the right, we have something called equation. All right, so I'm going to open that up. And down at the bottom, I can insert a new equation. And that's what I want to do. All right, so now I've got a box to type my equation. You'll also note here, when I'm in that box working, I have this kind of equation drop down that I can work with. And you can see I've got various tools at my disposal here. Okay, so we will use some of them in a second, but first I'm going to start typing here. So 2.36 grams of NaCl, sodium chloride. Now, where it starts getting tricky is how do we get these parentheses in this quotient here? So I go back up to equation, left click on that, and the first thing I'm going to do is go to bracket, left click on that, and there's my parentheses that I want. So I'm going to left click on that. And then if I click in this box here, okay, go back up to equation editor, now I can add a fraction. All right. And that's probably the hardest part about all this, is just finding those particular tools. Okay, now I can start adding things in here. 58.44 grams, NaCl, and then I'm going to use the right arrow to move over a little bit. And then I'm going to enter an equal sign here. And then I can do 0.0404 moles. Now, I did this calculation on my calculator. The equation editor, at least as far as I know, doesn't do the calculation for you. Okay, so there it is. And maybe I want to put it on the left-hand side. I can align left here, and there it is. And then I can, if I want to make it, I don't know, look fancy or pretty or highlight the result. I can make it bold. I could even change the color if I wanted to. I like putting my answers in blue sometimes. So there you go. That's really all there is to it. If I wanted to, I could add, sometimes you may have a unit conversion problem where you have multiple conversion factors. Okay, and then I could add those in as well. So, not so bad once you know what you're doing, but if you don't know what you're doing, it can be like, whoa, what do I do? So that's why I'm making this video. All right, now, example of a chemical equation. This is pretty simple. Probably the most difficult parts of making this are this symbol, how you find it, and then doing things in subscript. So let me kind of give you this example. So CH4, so I'm going to start this without the formatting. And then we got 2O2, gas, leave a, okay, so here I need an arrow. So what I want to do, we're going to insert again. And now we're going to go all the way to the right. Instead of equation, I'm going to use symbol. All right, now I think I use arrows a lot, so that's why it's like the first one there maybe. But that might not be the first one for you. So how do you find this? So if we look at these subsets, there's a number of ones, and maybe yours would start on, I don't know, Latin or something like that. So you don't see many arrows in here. So what you need to go to is the subset that says arrows. Okay, and now you see these arrows. We want this one that's going to the right for our reaction arrow, and there it is. We just hit insert, and now I've got it. All right, and then I can do CO2 gas plus 2H2O liquid. Okay, now a couple more things I want to do here. I want to make some of these numbers subscripts. So I'm going to go to home, and then here I've got this that says subscript. So I'm going to do that. I'll do it again. Home. And actually, you see there's just a control plus equal would be a shortcut. So let me try that. Nice. I'll do that again. Okay, so I don't often use shortcuts, but this actually looks kind of spiffy. All right, and then these I want to make italic. So here, that's that I. Okay, and then I can turn these into italics. All right, and you know, maybe it's not the prettiest reaction arrow, but it gets the job done. So hopefully this will be helpful. Again, in case you want to use Microsoft Word to answer these types of questions. If you prefer, you could just take a JPEG of it and paste the JPEG into your Word document as well. All right, thanks for watching.